Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday, our last Sunday of April. We've been talking about the practice of becoming. And today the talk is love as a daily commitment. A daily commitment. So think of it this way. You see the commercials of, Valentine's Day and the flowers and the chocolate. You see the romantic love. And I think that a lot of us, I know for myself, I kind of got used to seeing that, thinking that's what love is. But it's so much more. It's actually who we are and what we're here to be and what we're here to do and what we're here to receive. So practicing love is so important. So love not just as a feeling, but it's the essence of life itself. So it's not something that we fall into, like they say in those stories, oh, I fell into the love. It's something that we must practice into being. We have to practice it, just like athletes have to practice whatever they're trying to be really good at. If you don't practice it, you don't get good at it. It doesn't become automatic. Because life, like I say, is always lifing. There's always challenges. So, here's my question for all of you. How much in your day, how many times do you actually practice love? Think about it. There's so many distractions in this world. When we get those headlines, we might not be practicing love when we see those headlines. When something out of the ordinary or something unexpected happens, we might go to a different place than love. Okay, I'll call myself out. Sometimes I go to somewhere else other than love. And I have to remind myself, wait a minute, Cindy, you said you always want to come from love. Is that what love looks like? Is that how love reacts to whatever's going on? And I have to course correct. So, I also know that a lot of times when we talk about love, we talk about the difference between love as a noun and love as a verb. Love as a noun is that thing that we say is a strong feeling, affection, dedication. And love as a verb is an active choice. See, anytime we have the opportunity for an active choice, we need to be conscious. Because it's really easy, at least it's easier for me, to fall into those beliefs and patterns that happened when I was a little girl. The protecting myself, protecting my heart. Instead of coming from my heart, protecting it because something happened that didn't feel so good that made me go, ouch, I don't want any more of that. So I'm not going to open myself up to love because I don't want to feel hurt again. So life, or this life that we get to live, is an ongoing practice. Mark Nepo says that in our book of the month. Life is an ongoing practice of uncovering who we already are. He also says love is not a destination. It is a path in itself. In Science of Mind, we say love is a universal principle. It's active and it is a creative force. So, if love is the path, then our daily life is our practice ground. when life is lifing and people are peopling. We get to practice over and over and over again. It's not a one and done kind of thing. None of life is. That's the cool part about being a human being. We have free will. We can choose to do something differently. We can catch ourselves in the act of doing or thinking something that doesn't serve us and course correct. See, love as a spiritual practice is just not an idea or an ideal. It requires intention, intentionality. We don't drift into love, we actually choose it. Choose love on a daily basis. And if we're committed to it, we have these things that we need to do. We need to keep choosing compassion over judgment. In these times, in this world, that can be challenging. Compassion. Choosing compassion over judgment. Hey, we're judgment-making machines. That's what we are. And there is something about it that keeps us safe. Judging, is this safe for me or not safe for me? So I'm not saying to throw it out. I'm saying if you're judging and you're coming from a place of not love, then choose differently. We get to choose being present over distraction. How many times have I had my phone in my hand and I was taking pictures or scrolling and realized I wasn't being with the people that were sitting at my table or in the room? I want to choose to be present with you. So if you catch me doing that, say, hey, I'm here. I give you permission to do that because I want to be with you. I actually love people. And those little things are so, elusive. They just suck you in. They keep you from being in this present moment. And love, like I said, it requires intentionality. So, remember, we don't drift into love, we choose it. And with any practice, because we have to practice choosing it, comes repetition. In our book of the month, Mark Nepo says we return again and again to what matters. And in Science of Mind, what we consistently think and embody becomes our reality. If you keep thinking that you're not enough, it becomes your reality. If you keep thinking you're not healthy or you can't heal, it becomes your reality. If you keep thinking that you're not abundant, it becomes your reality. That's been such a powerful gift for me to understand through my life, because I really was living life from a place of victim consciousness. Life keeps happening to me. And anytime I get ahead, it seems like, psh, there it goes. The car breaks down. The unexpected bill comes. Whatever happens. I lose a job, whatever. How many times do those things that we think over and over become a reality? Now, I'm not talking about those fleeting thoughts. I have those all the time. The way I like to talk about it is sometimes if I'm on my bike, sometimes I think, I don't want to hit a rock and slide over. I'm like, that's a fleeting thought. It's not how I am on my bike. On my bike, I'm like enjoying the air in my face and the act of being out in the sunshine and using my body to pedal. So I'm mostly in that vibratory field. But if I was on the bike always thinking I always have accidents, and I probably would always have accidents. And I don't. But I do know people like that. They tell me, oh, Cindy, I'm so accident prone. And every time I see them, there's something going on. A wrist, an ankle, something happened. Because they keep that same thought over and over and over again. So again, practicing. We have to keep practicing. And if what we're practicing is manifesting something that we don't want in our life, let's practice something else. Today we're practicing love. So, love is strengthened in the same way any muscle is strengthened. Through repetition, throughout these real life moments where we get these opportunities. So where are the places that we're still withholding love? And if you're not sure, think about those things in your life that feel so challenging. Maybe that's the place you need to throw more love at it. See, I know that sometimes I withhold love when I have challenging people. Because sometimes I have a different mindset than other people. And there are people in my life that I love. So those are the times that I get to show up and love them for who they are and the differences that we have and the difference in the way that we think. Sometimes I withhold love for myself because I've made a judgment call on what I have or haven't done, what I have or haven't achieved. If I've said I was going to do something and I haven't gotten it done yet, then that's not a call for me to withhold love for myself. It's a call for me to love myself exactly the way I am. Sometimes I find that I withhold love for myself when I'm stressed out, when I've got too much on my plate. Instead of sitting in that pocket of love, I start judging myself. Why is this taking so long? Why haven't you gotten it done? Why don't you have the knowledge to get it done? Blah, 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 blah. When I hear that voice in my head, that's not the voice of love, you guys. That's my ego itself telling me something that isn't loving. What's the difference between listening to your soulful self and your egoic self? My soulful self, my loving self, will never say those negative things to me. The distinction is very clear. But I've worked a lifetime, I've practiced a lifetime to know the difference, recognize it, and choose differently. It's still a daily choice. Nepo touches our hiding places, our invitations to deeper wholeness. Ooh. You know, those places that I'm dressed in a particular way today. Maybe I'm hiding that because I lost weight, I've got a flabby arm going on. But that's flabby arm is calling me to love myself even deeper. You hear me? We present ourselves in a particular way out in the world. We all do. Whether it looks like we got ourselves together. Now, in my past, I've worked with a lot of folks that had a accumulation of things that they needed to let go of. Kind of mild hoarding situations. And you know what? If you met them on the street, you'd never know. Well, sometimes you'd know if you looked at their car. But you know, you can't tell by the presentation that we give to you all what's underneath. And what is underneath, if there's something there that you're not loving yourself about, that's the call to go deeper with that self-love. So the places we resist love are the very places where our divine revelation is waiting. Our divine connection to the one, that path to divine oneness. Divine revelation, what is that? It's that place where we remember our true nature. It's that place where we know we are whole. We're not broken. It's that place where we remember that we are unified with the one. We are connected. See, love reveals all those things that fear conceal. And what is it about concealing? We're hiding. It's that hiding place that we need to love even more. So every act of love dissolves the illusion from separation to unity, from judgment to compassion, from control to trusting. So, in Science of Mind, we talk about this a lot. What we give our attention to grows. What are you giving your attention to? That's why when I'm on my bike and I say, ooh, a fleeting thought of a rock, I make sure that I don't stay focused on that. I stay focused on the sunshine, the birds that I hear singing, the being out there in nature with my friends, the fun time I have pedaling my bike. That which we give attention to grows. Practicing love grows more love. So keep practicing it. It's probably why I am a big advocate of this practice in my life. It's really important for me to see the silver lining in anything going on. And so much so that it comes kind of automatically to me. I kind of annoy some people with that. Like, Cindy, how can you say this? This horrible thing is happening. Well, there's a great reason it's happening. It's happening for our good. It's happening so we can love ourselves more. It's happening so we can love each other more. It's happening so that we can have the world that we want, that world that works for everyone. So here's some practical ways to integrate love, the love practice in your life. The first thing is in the morning. Begin the day with this intention. Today, I commit to being an expression of love. Before you get out of bed, today, I commit to being an expression of love. One of the first things I do in the morning is I am just grateful. I'll swing my legs over the side of the bed and I'll just put my arms out and just say, I'm grateful to be alive. So I want to add to that. How can I commit to being the expression of love? The next thing is a pause practice. And I do this with my breath. Something's going on and I find this tightness in my my throat or my chest, or I'm going, uh-oh, what's happening in this world? That's my signal to pause and breathe and ask myself, what would love do here? Because there's one mind we talk about in Science Mind, one mind. And in that one mind, there's a lot of stuff going on in that one mind. And that stuff can take us down to a very bumpy, rocky, dark road if we allow it, because so many people are living in that fear-based place. But for me, I want to take a breath and say, what would love do here? Love wouldn't go down that rocky, dark road and buy into everybody's fear. Love would say, what's mine to do? How can I hug the world? How can I love myself? How can I take care of the people in my life that I love? The next is radical self-compassion. Speak to yourself as you would speak to your best friend. When I have a friend that has a challenge, I don't judge them and say, why'd you do that? Or why'd you think that? No, I just love them. I accept them. I hold them. I might remind them of who they really are. What if you did that for yourself? The next thing is sacred seeing. Another challenging one, seeing others beyond their behaviors. All of us are expressions of the divine. And when people behave negatively, badly, rudely, angrily, it's easy to not see them as an expression of the divine, but we all are. We all are. In the evening, when you lay down, ask yourself, where did I practice love today? Maybe you just held a door open for someone, or let a car go in front of you in traffic, or reached out to make a call to a friend that you know is going through a hard time. Where did I practice love today? And also ask yourself, where can I deepen that practice tomorrow? There's no roof or ceiling on love. It's unlimited. We see people in history that have had that capacity. Do you know what? It resides in you. It resides in all of us. So loving it in a challenging world is what I'm saying is something that we need to do now. You guys, we cannot wait. We can't wait for tomorrow. What's happening in our world is calling us to deepen our practice of love now. In this instant, in this moment. Stop waiting for certain things to change, certain people to leave. We have to stop. We have to do it now. So here's the invitation. We want to embody love. So love is not something that we just believe in. It's something to live. It's something to choose. And it's something to practice every single day. So here's just a couple of questions. Where am I being called to love more courageously? And what part of me is ready to be revealed through this love? Like Rick and Shemaine's beautiful song, The Calling. Something's calling on you. Love is knocking on your heart. What is it asking you to do, and how to show up in this world? So I'll close with this. I want you guys to join me in some affirmations. Very simple affirmations. So I want you to say it after I say it. Love is what I am.
Love is what I am.
Come on, give me more. Love is what I am.
Love is what I am.
Love is what I practice.
Love is what I practice.
Come on, give me more. Love is what I practice.
Love is what I practice.
I am loving awareness.
I am loving awareness.
Bigger, bolder. I am loving awareness.
I am loving awareness.
You got it, Robert. Your life is not asking you to find love. It's asking you to practice love. Until everything you are becomes the revelation of love. Let's pray. Take in a nice deep breath. I want you to do it a little differently. I want you to breathe in through your heart. Imagine your heart is breathing. Breathe in through your heart all the love in this room. And when you exhale, exhale that love to the whole world. Exhale. Wow. Breathe in love. And exhale love. One last time. Breathe in love. And exhale love. How grateful I am to be in a room full of beautiful souls that are here to commit to practicing love. How grateful I am to know that there is only one thing happening here. Call it love, call it God, call it Spirit, call it Allah, Jehovah, universe, the force, light, energy, oneness in everything, in the breath that we take, in the thoughts that we think, in the mountains that surround us, and the raindrops falling from the sky. Simply put, this oneness is everywhere. Every particle, every sentient being, every animal, every bloom and blossom, every tree, simply everywhere, every moment of every day. And because I know that's what's happening here, I claim and know for myself that I am one and the same as the one, the I am that I am, the expression of oneness in everything that is occurring and happening in my life on a daily basis. My call to love. And I know the same is true for everybody within earshot of this prayer. We are love expressing through our pores, strengthening in our bones, breathing through our lungs, thinking through our minds, helping through our hands. Everything about us is connected to power, presence, oneness, because there's this calling on our life. Remembering that we had a 1 in 400 trillion chance of being born. We were born here on purpose to be the mouthpiece, the hands, the feet of the one. Because I know that is true for each beautiful soul on this planet. I claim and know that. I affirm that. As we recognize that the peace that we all so desire starts here in our hearts. That peace is possible right here in this moment. And because we shower ourselves and our loved ones with this love, we know that this love can ripple out amongst the world. all those places and spaces that are having those experiences of something other than love. We don't hold it for ourselves, we give it away. Because the more love that we practice, the more love that comes. I'm grateful to know this, and I also know that for all the beautiful souls in this room that are grieving the loss of a loved one, the loss of maybe a job or something that's happened in their body temple that has caused them to do things differently because of years of being alive and the body temple needing something in a different way from ever before. That we honor those different seasons that we embark on. We honor the grief of letting go of what was, and we embrace what is ours to do, what is ours to be. I also know in this moment that as we practice the practice of love, when we catch ourselves having that thought that doesn't feel so loving, that we catch it with tenderness, that we're gentle with ourselves, that we celebrate the moment of awareness that causes us to choose something different, which in turn creates a different world for ourselves, our families, our community, and the world around us. So that's what I know is happening in this moment. Wholeness, vibrancy, abundance. It's happening right here in this moment. Feel how it feels with that heart center of yours. All needs are met in this moment, either in this room or online. Everything that you need is right here, right now. And feel how good it feels to have all those needs met, all the air that you need to breathe, all the water, clean water that you need to drink, all those faculties that are in order so that we can hear the beautiful music. Body temple working so that we can get up and hug our loved ones and appreciate their soul, our soul, just the way we show up. And also in those ways that we don't. We love it all, embrace it all, right here and right now. And I'm grateful for answered prayer. I'm grateful for this beautiful technology we call affirmative prayer, knowing that it's already done in the heart and mind of the one. We don't have to beg and plead. It's done now. And for this, there's one left thing to do, and that is to just release it, trust in the oneness. And we do this by saying together, and so it is. Amen. Ashe.